Everyone's popping in real quickly for the content warnings because holy shit, there's a lot of them. I'm just covering pretty much all of the bases as there's a lot of discussion around the Israel-Palestine conflict, sexual harassment, oh good god, racism, offensive humor, homophobia, really just everything if I'm being honest. So, yeah, but anyway, Sausage Party. Enjoy.
Hi everyone and welcome to this week's episode of Why Did We Watch This Movie? I'm Finn.
And I'm Sky.
And today we're joined by
Me.
Madeline.
Yes.
And this week, yes, once again. And this week we ask, why did we watch Sausage Party? Justin.
I was sitting there with Brendan in a Macca's at 1 a.m. and that was the only thing going through my head.
That's a vibe right there.
Wow.
Sitting in a Macca's at 1 a.m. thinking, why did I watch Sausage Party?
My god.
Well, but I did have a pretty good chicken and cheese.
So with this, with this, I'm also going to read the tagline because why not? Always use condiments. Hot Dog Frank leads a group of supermarket products on a quest to discover the truth about their existence. What really happens when they become chosen to leave the grocery store? Do you get it? Always use condiments instead of condoms? Because penis?
This movie might have a sex theme, I think.
This might have a slight sex theme.
It's hard to say.
It's very subtle. It's like you have to really pay attention to
you have to really read between the lines,
especially
and almost no coarse language.
Yeah, almost.
It's amazing they kept this movie completely PG.
This was a PG-13 movie.
Oh god. So, like, pretty easily to say, we weren't too big on this one.
Really?
Yeah. Let's start this off strong. What did we like about this movie?
I think there were 2 jokes I laughed at.
Yeah, I laughed probably twice.
And nice. I think I wrote down which the 2 times I wrote I laughed.
I laughed when the lady bun told someone to kill herself, and then the other one was so unforgettable I just didn't remember it.
I wrote them down because I knew they would be that little of an encounter. I liked the meatloaf joke. I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
And I did like the occasional switch to the human's point of view.
Okay, we had different jokes then.
Yeah.
So technically that makes 4 jokes that were laughed at throughout this entire film.
Holy shit.
Whoa. More like
Kai, what about you? What's your joke laugh counter?
It was very little. Obviously like next to 0. Yeah, no, I didn't really find anything in this particularly like funny. Like maybe at points I was like, huh, or just breathing out my nose really hard and fast. But there wasn't anything that really caught my attention.
As a laugh.
Yeah, like whatever you define as a laugh, but I was more focused on other things. I mean, like more like in my own personal sense, I was like, because I've been getting back into writing, and I was like, oh, that's a cool idea for gore. Oh, that's a cool violence. Okay, anyway, I'm watching a movie still, and that's as far as I went with it. I was like, oh, that'd be kind of cool in a gory sense. Oh no, I'm still watching hot dogs. Which they call sausages for some reason.
American.
Yeah, but why would they? Yeah,
Because
whatever.
they called that in America.
Quick question:
Yeah.
who was Druggy?
Druggy.
Yeah.
I think
Wasn't
that
it
was
the
the
douche?
guy who took bath salts.
Oh, yeah.
No, the douche one, I believe, was just called douche.
Yeah, he was.
But okay, cool. Cause that's cool. Cause that the drug. Oh yeah, no, his
That's
name
James
isn't
Franco.
Druggy. Yeah, his name's not Druggy. It's just the Druggy. Yeah, that's James Franco, known person that doesn't work with any of these people anymore.
Why not? Is that just a thing?
Oh, he has a few certain accusations against him.
Wait, what? I didn't know anything about
Yeah,
this.
Yeah, even
Yeah.
I knew that.
Such as, or is it uncouth
Just-
for this
just-
podcast?
Just the general ones you would imagine of a movie person.
Oh, okay.
not the good ones.
They never are. Also,
Um,
this is James Franco's second time appearing on this podcast after being Bar Guy 1 in The Wicker Man.
woohoo!
Yay, bar guy
That's
won.
right. He was bar guy.
Was he
Bar-
better than that?
Well, he was in less of that, so yes.
This movie did have a weirdly stacked cast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are a lot of comedians for a movie that was
It's
incredibly
basically-
unfunny.
It's basically just Seth Rogen and all of his friends.
Yeah. Nick Roll,
I was Michael Cera here.
Michael Cera for some
He
reason.
had to play a deformed sausage.
Bill Hader playing.
Anything but a white character.
Yep.
Playing all this movie did not have any issues with racism. There was no sexism. It did not have any takes on modern things that where it started to become somewhat reasonable, completely ruined it. That did not happen ever.
Yeah,
Never.
yeah,
Never.
totally. Did not talk about a conflict.
Did not talk about an active conflict that was occurring now and 8 years, it's 9 years ago, even when this movie came out.
Jesus.
Yeah, this movie has great political takes, and
Yeah, only good ones.
This
Jonah
is the sort
Hill's
of
in
movie-
this.
I think
This is-
we just need to put on the trigger warnings for this episode just
All of them.
all of them. Because we're gonna get into some shit, aren't we?
Well, we kind of have to, because, like, what else are we meant to fucking do?
I
We can't dance
know.
around any of this.
If we dance around it, this will be a very boring episode.
Yeah. So Christian Wiig is also in this.
I think
Um,
she was the most inoffensive actor in this. She seemed okay.
Besides her design, yeah,
Well,
I'd
her
agree with
design's
that.
fucking disgusting, but like
Yeah.
she wasn't awful.
Hey, why did they make the humans so fucking ugly?
I think
It's human bad.
human bad.
Yeah, but like,
Also,
you don't
the-
have to make all like you don't have to make the animation ugly.
Mm,
Human
I think
bad.
it's more of a stylistic choice, if you can call it
Well,
that.
they're a bad style.
Do you know who plays the main store clerk?
No, who?
Paul Rudd.
Of course it is. Okay. Hey, he's gonna be appearing in a future episode.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
We totally don't have these planned out beforehand.
Yeah, we
Also-
actually record these as they come out. This movie
Yeah.
just came out.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
recording this in 2016.
Yeah, the year of our Lord 2016.
Boy, I sure hope COVID-19 isn't a thing.
I was gonna say, I sure hope Alan Rickman and David Bowie don't die.
Sure hope the Queen lives to be a fat 110.
I sure hope Betty White doesn't die.
That was 2020. No,
Yeah, I know,
later.
Yeah, you know, that's the joke, Finn.
Oh, I thought we were just going for things shit that happened in 2016.
No.
Just everything.
Oh. But there was okay. The
So-
character who
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. We're obviously the bagel and the
The
fucking lavash.
Lavash.
Yeah. It's just like,
You're gonna
for
sit
some
here
reason,
and tell me that this movie had problematic things in it?
yes.
Preposterous.
How could you?
Also, the bagel was called Sammy Bagel Jr. Fuck you, movie. Like, you didn't have to do that. And why is Edward Norton voicing the bagel?
My God. Okay, so I know this movie was written by
A
Seth Rogen
12-year-old?
and some others, but why was this written by a 12-year-old?
Yeah.
Why didn't they credit the 12-year-old? How many? What do you think the fuck count is on this? And I don't mean the fuck count is how many times they fucked. I mean how many times did they say the fuck?
They honestly might be similar.
Do you have that statistic?
I don't, but I'm sure I can find it.
I'm gonna find it.
My God.
I'm guessing somewhere in the hundreds. They just that was like every third word.
Yeah. Oh my
This movie had 4 writers and they still fucked it up.
God. That is crazy.
You think
Actually-
Seth Rogen was writing this movie and then when he was making the concept of the movie, he thought sausage going to bun is like sex, and then he did his iconic laugh. Do you think that happened in the writing room?
Yeah.
I think that happened.
Seth Rogen also appeared on the previous episode.
Good.
Okay.
Except it was a good role though.
All right. I can't find like the breakdown of how many individual uses of each swear word there is, but
Yeah.
I found how many total swear words were used in this film.
All right. Far away.
I want guesses, and I'll do a higher or lower
Okay.
because we need to pad for time.
All right.
220.
Higher.
Oh.
270.
Bang on.
Yeah, I'm goaded. Let's go.
Let's go, man. And hey, look, you want to do another game? Can you guess the budget and the box office?
Oh, fuck. Okay, I'm normally quite good at this, but this was such a shit movie, I don't know if I'll be able to get the box. Budget?
Remember, Finn, it drew in a certain crowd of edgy, dumb teens, in
And
which we were a part of.
we were not.
To be fair, we were the target audience when this movie came out.
Oh yeah, we were. But
Yeah, we were the target audience.
I'm gonna guess budget 25 million, box office 150.
All right,
Madeline?
and Madeline?
Don't do me. I googled it the second you said
it. All right, well, Finn, that's your looking answer?
Yeah, 25 and 150.
The budget, 19 million.
Close.
Box office, 141.
Pretty close.
That's pretty close.
Yeah, it's pretty close. And you know, that leads me into a thing I wanted to mention. One of the controversies around this movie.
We've never had controversies.
Yeah, and you know what? Surprisingly, not about any of the jokes.
What?
The animators of the studio apparently worked under really poor conditions. They worked under poor conditions and were forced by co-director Greg Gatiran to work overtime for free. A total of 36 of the 83 animators were blacklisted and uncredited in the film.
Jesus.
So the animators were not treated well under this. And yeah, that was the only controversy, guys. At least the only controversy on Wikipedia about this movie.
What I want to know is, are we going to be watching after this the 8-episode TV series that came out afterwards?
I think I would rather ingest 73 uningestible substances. Maybe
And
just different
Sky?
buckets of paint.
I think I'm killing myself after we record this. I think that's my only plans.
Interesting.
So maybe while I'm doing it, in the sense of like I'm watching it in my room alone, and I'm like, yep, this is proof there is no God. or God has abandoned us. We deserve this.
One thing I did find funny about this movie has nothing to do with what we were talking about. I'm really good at this.
Yeah.
The director of this, Greg Tiernan, the guy who forced all the shit to work over pay and stuff. The only things he had done before this is 12 Thomas the Tank Engine movies. And then
That
he
makes
went
a
on.
lot of sense, weirdly.
Then he went on to do the Addams Family movies, the animated ones, and then he disappeared off the face of the earth.
Okay, good. He learned his
He
lesson.
learned his lesson. Only Thomas
Yep.
the Tank Engine.
Wait, Conrad Vernon, the other director, has done previous film on the podcast, Monsters vs. Aliens.
Oh my god, where famed Seth Rogen man is.
He also did Shrek 2, the best Shrek, in my
And
opinion.
Shrek
Whoa.
5. And you've been doing Shrek 5.
And Madagascar and Madagascar 3, like another childhood favorite of mine.
What happened?
Interesting.
What happened,
Happened to
Conrad?
this
Get
man.
in contact with us.
And famous
Alright.
film Morto the Magician, which has 40 views on Letterboxd.
My god. Oh hey, the license plate of the druggies car A113 is an Easter egg to the Disney Pixar, where they how they hide the stuff in it, like that code.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I picked up on that.
Oh
I was
no.
disappointed.
Oh, okay. Okay, never mind. I'm not going into that one.
Oh, you have to now.
It was a
Sky.
Diddy mention.
Oh.
Never mind.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Am I legally allowed to say on this podcast that I just think Nick Kroll isn't funny anymore?
No, you're allowed to say that. After 8 seasons of Big Mouth, I agree.
I was gonna say after all the big mouth shit, he's done like a couple good things
What
that I can't
has he
remember.
done?
What have you done, Nick Kroll?
No, like, was he ever funny?
I liked him in Sing.
He's had
Okay.
some decent roles.
Yeah. I don't think he's...
I'll take your word on it, because
I don't think he's inherently terrible. I think he's just been in a lot of terrible things.
I think his comedy is just not great. Because I was going to say,
God, he's gonna be in the upcoming Smurfs movie.
oh my god. Because I was going to say, my only sort of exposure to him was the fucking... Sorry, I just saw something else that he was in. Okay, yeah. My only exposure to him was Big Mouth, and I wasn't too big on Big Mouth.
He was good in the 2 episodes of Community he was in.
Okay, that's cool. Apparently he was in the Bob's Burgers movie, and I really like that movie.
He was also in Parks and Rec for a couple episodes, where he also played a character called the Douche.
Was there
yeah, I remember that.
a crossover with Sausage Party?
No.
Fuck no.
I don't think Parks and Rec ever had any crossover.
I
Oh my
can't think
gosh.
of any off the top of my head.
So what do you think of the Twink? Sorry, no, the Twinkie. Was that good?
It was. I got the joke. I didn't find it that funny, but I got the joke.
Yeah, fair enough.
So how long are we putting off talking about the ending of this movie? But...
Oh yeah, we probably should talk about the ending, because the ending was awesome.
Do we have to?
No, yeah, we really should, to be honest. Look, we only have to get this episode to 30 minutes. That's all we gotta do.
We only have 12 minutes left. We can stall.
So, after they slaughtered all the humans in various, fucked up ways,
After using
where the
bath
animation
salts and everything.
yeah, with bath salts, and then also just, a lot of it was really bad, because, especially the Diet Coke and the Mentos, the animation, it just looks so fucking bad there. But
I wasn't even paying attention at that point.
it just looked so ridiculous and out of place.
Oh yeah,
sorry, I forgot to mention.
It looked really in place.
Oh yeah, also quick question, what do you think of the gum?
The Stephen Hawking gum?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Stephen Hawking gum.
Surprising that was somehow one of the least offensive characters.
Yeah.
It was actually really impressive of them.
Yeah.
And that's why this movie gets a 5 out of 5.
Oh god, but okay, let's see. So after they slaughter everyone, they're like, okay, well, gods are dead and time for freedom, just like Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. And so they start to fuck in various disgusting
Everyone,
ways.
everyone starts to fuck.
Hey, at least they're not. I was to say at least they're not homophobic. They are homophobic in this film, but at least every food product is canonically bi.
Mark?
Question mark.
I think it's like when it's the end of the world, and then therefore all personal like preferences go out the window.
Yeah.
You know, like when the world's ending, and you're like, all right, does anyone want to complete any fantasies? All right, let's get to town. But yeah, so everyone was pretty down to bone, and I think the commentary was if we all had copious amounts of sex, we will solve all the world's problems and stop all conflicts.
Uh-huh.
Just like the
Yeah.
conflict with the wrap. Oh, sorry, no, with the bagel and the other thing,
The lavash.
lavash.
Yeah,
Everything will be solved.
that was interesting. It was like they were
Yeah.
almost getting to a good message about like unity and like how they shouldn't really be fighting and stuff. And then they kind of
Yeah.
just threw it out the window and like, yeah, what if we just instead of making a nice heartfelt message, what if we just made them gay and start having sex?
Yeah. They're like, hey, look, some message of unity, and then just, hey, what if? You know, hear me
What
out.
if they
What
all
if?
boned?
All four of them in the writing room slammed their hands down simultaneously. I know what must be done.
The gods have spoken to us. The gods being Seth Rogen.
What if they all had like copious amounts of vile, vile, disgusting sex that also sort of turned people on? Question mark. What were you guys
Did it
turned
turn you on?
Are you judging the room to see if you're allowed to say that it turned you on?
Maybe when I was younger and confused, but
Stop talking, Sky.
I don't admit to this for free. Do it
You are,
gun.
No.
you are digging yourself
No.
a hole.
no, look,
Not the good
I'm
kind.
not afraid to admit that when I was younger and confused, I was like, huh, okay.
So
But no,
you've
now
seen
I'm
this
an
before?
adult. Yeah, I've seen this before, like years ago.
Huh.
When I was like, what, 16?
You
This-
didn't
15 maybe?
you didn't stop us from
I didn't, I wanted to see it again to see, like, okay, I know what a movie is now. At least I like to think I know what a movie is now. And I was like, man, that movie was bad. And then
This
now
movie
I'm like,
turned you into a fairy.
a foodie.
no, it turned me into a foodie.
How does it feel looking at this movie knowing you couldn't eat like anything in
Happy?
it?
Actually, yeah, happy.
I think this is the first film about food that didn't make me hungry after watching it.
Yeah, it didn't do that to me. I just want to point out, I had to stop partway through my watch of this. And as I was having a little bit of a gamer moment, as I like to call them, as we like to call my little panic attacks that I have
Oh
sometimes.
no.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I genuinely believe that was more enjoyable than watching this movie. Like, I would actually rather sit there and have another full-on panic attack than watch this movie again.
I'm calling them gamer moments, having a panic attack.
What else are they supposed to be called?
Just, you know what? No, I think they should be called gamer moments.
Yeah, it's just a little gaming moment, a little silly moment.
My god, going goblin mode.
I'm going goblin mode, starts hyperventilating and shaking.
Soothing myself by rolling myself back and forward.
I'm just gaming. This is just a boss fight with my brain.
It's a really hard boss fight, and I'm losing. I'm about to lose
Sorry,
it, guys.
I'm just
Give me some Mountain
scrolling-
Dew to get through.
I'm just scrolling through the trivia on IMDb, and all of them are just like, hey, this thing is a euphemism for this thing. It's just like, Teresa Del Taco being a lesbian is very fitting because taco is a euphemism for female genitalia.
I would say I
Boy.
do think that Taco is my favorite character purely because I have to support my fellow lesbians. I'm not a lesbian. I do
I
need to
know.
point out.
was
I do need to
about
point out
say-
I am not a lesbian.
but I
But
need to support my fellow lesbians.
I need to
anyway.
support my fellow lesbians. I don't support the gay couple in this movie.
Hmm. I was, I was about to be like,
Uh,
look, I don't even know what Madeline is. I just assume maybe lesbian. Oh, hey,
hey,
the
we've only
house
got...
in hold on.
Sorry,
The house in which the woman lives is an exact copy of the Brady Bunch 1969 house.
actually, it's kind of fun fact.
That
Doesn't
is a
make
bit of a
this
fun.
film
That's
any
an
better.
actual fun fact.
Do you wanna? We've got 5 minutes left, gang. Do we want to just go to the popular reviews?
Yeah, I don't want to
Yeah,
talk
that
about
sounds
this
good.
anymore.
Also, first off, Sky, this is purely for you.
Yeah.
One of our favorite film reviewers, Alexi Toliopoulos, gave this 3.5. I just want to point that out.
I'm aware, and I think he's crazy for that.
Yes,
I
you
love
are
that
crazy,
man, but
Alexa.
also, why would you give it anything higher than a 2?
All right, I'll start us off. Uh, half a star by Single White Femalian. I'm only 4.5 minutes into this, but I think this is the most evil movie I've ever seen.
Just to call it evil. Fucking hell.
I wouldn't disagree.
Oh, yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Okay, half a star by Cowboy. I'm a vegan now. Which I don't think the only meat product in this was meatloaf.
And sausages.
And the
So, like,
sausage.
the
Oh, sorry,
entire...
oh, that's right. Yeah, I did forget about the sausages.
Forget about the sausages, the main characters in the film.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I was thinking the penis things.
Madeline?
Penis jokes. Half a star by Carsten. I really wanted to like this film, especially considering it would have been a great breakthrough for adult animation, but I can't think of a more immature and lazy way this could have been done. Not really funny at all and horribly animated. While it sure isn't the worst thing I've ever seen, I might go ahead and label it as my least favorite movie just because of how offensive, unnecessary, stupid, just fucking horrible it is. That's boring. They took it seriously.
Yeah, we tend to skip over the serious ones. Half a star by Spencer. There's Israel Palestine commentary in this.
Oh, how unhappy and just shocked I was that there was that commentary in it. Didn't they write the characters so good as well?
The characters are great.
Um, half a star by Vincenzo. Haha, the hot dog said the fuck word. Honestly, that sounds like something I said while writing my notes for this. I'm almost certain that's what I wrote.
Haha, hot dogs say fuck. And they also said cunt a few times. This is
Yeah,
really
they said
funny.
the cunt word.
This is really
Wait,
funny. They
laptop.
should give this guy another $20 million.
Oh boy. Well, he's doing The Boys, I think.
No, Invincible. He's doing Invincible.
Oh, are you
Okay.
sure? I thought he was doing The Boys.
Who, Seth Rogen?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's the producer
he-
of Invincible.
that's not The Boys. That's what I was saying.
I know, he's not doing the boy.
I know, and I was saying I thought he did. I'm sorry.
Great communication here.
Yeah.
Good
Anyway,
job, everybody.
Allison, who didn't give a star, just left a review, passes the Bechdel test.
Does it?
I don't think it does. I think
don't
that's
think
just
no.
not true.
Does it? I don't think they ever do.
Well, Salma Hayek, Taco, and Christian Wigbun talk about
Oh yeah, they
lesbian
talk about
sex.
being lesbian, and one of them says, "I'm not really a lesbian," and then does it anyway.
No, but like during
So-
that, she's complaining about
Men, yeah.
about her her hot dog boyfriend.
Yeah.
I think that's just not true. Good try though.
Yeah.
oh, shit.
I don't think it does. I'm just trying to double check.
3 stars by 3 stars by Gonzo. The third act is fucking insane, and insane fucking. Anyway, so
2.5 by Graham. Gaspar Noé should have directed this.
I
who
personally think
I
David Lynch should have done this.
you know who Gaspino is, right, Sky?
I actually don't know.
He directed Climax.
Oh,
And he also has one of the most
alright.
he also has one of the most deranged fucking director photos ever, and I love it. I put it in
Cool.
general.
Okay, yeah, sweet. Oh, look at him. Oh, he looks. Oh my god. Okay. He looks like he's thinking of a dirty joke,
He does.
Fitting for the
and
movie.
he's about to tell everyone.
You know, he looks like he's just ripped a massive fart.
So
in
a
an aisle
sausage and a
and run
bun start
away.
fucking in a grocery store.
I'll never tell.
You'll never fucking believe this. He turns himself into a pickle. Was the funniest shit I've ever seen.
1 star by Leticia Fernandez. Is this what it feels like to burn in the pits of hell?
Yes. Moving
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Madeline, you say one now.
I don't want to. You're being mean.
Okay. Half a star by Kate. I think this is actually no. It says this is by Kate, but I think this is by Madeline's alt account. It says, "I want to fucking die so bad" in all caps.
I think this is a good one to lead out on, mainly because it's long.
Yeah.
Half a star by Luna Chalet.
Yes.
Films that have a lower Rotten Tomatoes score rating than this. The Prince of Egypt, Jojo Rabbit, Kingsman: The Secret Service, Jennifer's Body, Spirits, Stallion of the Cimarron, Kung Fu Panda 2, A Goofy Movie, Legally Blonde, Surf's Up, Wendell and Wild, Monsters University, Mr. Peabody and Sherman, Monster House, Atlantis: The Lost Empire, Home Alone, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Treasure Planet, Meet the Robinsons, Hunchback of Notre Dame, Alice in Wonderland, and Fantasia 2000.
Monsters University is the one that strikes me the most. I thought that movie was good.
Yeah.
No, it's not. That is completely wrong.
I liked it. But
No,
anyway,
that's just not correct. Monsters University is a 3.4.
That was so funny how quickly you flipped on that.
but like Kung Fu Panda 2 is, in my opinion, the best Kung Fu Panda movie. Jojo Rabbit, Kingsman, Jennifer's Body,
Surf's
Home
Up.
Alone, Bill and Ted.
Oh, it's Rotten Tomatoes. That's why I'm stupid.
Yeah, Ron Tomatoes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, but fucking Surf's Up. That's the one that got me. I was like, what?
And Meet the Robinsons is such a good movie.
Oh my, okay, I shared a clip of Meet the Robinsons to the Instagram yesterday, and it made me laugh. Okay, it made me laugh a little too hard, and now I
Is
really
it
want to
the
watch it.
caffeine patch scene?
Yeah, the caffeine
Yeah.
patches. She just screams.
That was, for a very long time, I think it still is. This is my mum's favourite Disney film.
Oh, it's so
Meet the
good. I
Robinsons.
want to watch it again so
It's
bad.
such a great film.
Please don't tell me it makes the podcast.
No, it doesn't. It's a 3.5.
Phew. Okay, good. But yeah. So I think with that, let's lead it out. So we love this movie so much. Madeline, do you have anything to promote or plug?
This is the last time you will ever hear from me again. I am going to go throw myself off a bridge.
Can we
After
put like
watching
a
this.
gunshot sound effect in there?
Yeah, editor, quick, shoot me in the head.
All right. Oh no. All right. Cool. So we did it. Yeah, we shot Madeline. Anyway, so all of our stuff will be in the description down below. We now have access to CapCut again, so more shorts will
do?
be out.
Oh, fuck
Pardon? Yeah.
Thank you for communicating that to me, Sky.
Sorry, yeah. It's because I was trying to communicate with Brendan and Jacob, and fuck, that's a whole mess. But we got
It is
there.
one of the hardest things in the world to do. Anyway,
Yeah,
they don't.
anyway,
they don't
so-
actually listen to this. We're fine.
Of course they don't. Anyway, so we'll see you in the cinemas. Bye bye.
Bye.
Wow.